I trusted my husband completely. 8 years of marriage. And I never once doubted him. But one night, his phone connected to a Wi-Fi network. That changed everything. My sister's Wi-Fi. I used to believe trust was the strongest thing in a marriage. Stronger than love. Stronger than passion. Stronger than time. My husband Daniel and I had been married for 8 years. And in all that time, I had never once checked his phone, questioned his late nights, or doubted the sincerity in his smile. Not once. Daniel was the kind of man people envied. He opened doors for strangers. He remembered birthdays. He brought me coffee every morning before work. And my younger sister Lily adored him. Everyone adored him. That's why the night everything fell apart felt so unreal. Like watching someone else's life collapse from the outside. It started on a quiet Thursday evening. Rain tapped gently against the kitchen window. While I finished washing dishes, Daniel sat on the couch scrolling through his phone, occasionally laughing at something. "What's so funny?" I asked. He looked up and smiled. "Just a meme Mark sent me." Mark was his best friend. That made sense. Or at least, it did then. Later that night, Daniel fell asleep on the couch. His phone buzzed on the coffee table. Normally, I wouldn't have noticed. But the notification caught my eye. Connected to Lily's Wi-Fi. I froze. At first, I thought it had to be a glitch. Why would his phone connect to my sister's Wi-Fi? When we were at home? Lily lived 15 minutes away. I stared at the screen. Maybe he visited her earlier today. I told myself. Maybe his phone just remembered the network. My chest tightened. But I forced myself to ignore the feeling. Trust. That word had guided our entire marriage. So I went to bed. But sleep didn't come. Instead, my mind replayed little moments from the past few months. Daniel coming home later than usual. Lily canceling family dinners at the last minute. The way they both avoided eye contact with me. At my birthday party. By 3 a.m. The doubt had grown into something poisonous. The next morning, Daniel left early for work. "Big meeting today," he said, kissing my forehead. After he left, I sat at the kitchen table staring at my coffee. Something inside me whispered, "Check his location." I hated that voice. But eventually, I listened. Daniel had shared his phone location with me years ago for safety reasons. I opened the app. My heart started pounding. His location wasn't at his office. It was at an address I recognized immediately. Lily's house. I stared at the map, waiting for it to update. Maybe he stopped by quickly. Maybe she needed help fixing something. Maybe. Maybe. But the blue dot didn't move. 30 minutes passed. Then 45. An hour. My hands began to shake. I grabbed my keys. The drive to Lily's house felt endless. Every red light felt like torture. My thoughts spiraled into darker and darker places. No. Daniel wouldn't do that. And Lily would never betray me like that. Right? When I finally pulled up to her street, my stomach dropped. Daniel's car was parked outside her house. Right in front. My vision blurred. I sat in the car for several minutes, unable to breathe. Maybe he was helping her with something. Maybe. But deep down, I already knew. Still, I forced myself to walk to the door. Each step felt heavier than the last. I knocked. No answer. I knocked again. Then I heard footsteps. The door opened slowly. And there stood my sister. Her hair messy. Her face pale. And behind her, I saw Daniel walking out of the hallway. Shirt half buttoned. The world went silent. For several seconds, no one spoke. Lily looked like she might faint. Daniel looked like a man caught in a burning building with no exit. Finally, I whispered the only thing my mind could form. How long? Neither of them answered. My voice cracked. How long has this been happening? Daniel stepped forward. It's not what it looks like. I laughed. Not a happy laugh. The kind that comes when your heart breaks faster than your brain can process. Oh really? I said. Then explain the Wi-Fi. That's when Lily started crying. Real. Ugly crying. I'm so sorry, she whispered. My legs nearly gave out. Sorry. The word echoed in my ears. Daniel ran a hand through his hair. It started 6 months ago, he said quietly. 6 months. Half a year. While we celebrated anniversaries. While we had family dinners. While I trusted them both completely. I looked at Lily. My own sister? She couldn't meet my eyes. I never meant for it to happen, she said. But that was the moment something inside me snapped. Because betrayal doesn't just happen. It's 1,000 tiny decisions. Every text. Every lie. Every secret meeting. I turned to Daniel. Did you ever love me? His face crumbled. Of course I did. Did. Past tense. That one word hurt more than everything else combined. Tears finally streamed down my face. 8 years of marriage. Gone. Destroyed in one moment. But the worst part wasn't losing my husband. It was realizing I had lost my sister too. 2 of the people I trusted most in the world. Standing there together. Like strangers. I wiped my tears and took a deep breath. Don't ever contact me again. Daniel tried to speak. But I held up my hand. No. Then I looked at Lily one last time. You didn't just betray me, I said softly. You destroyed our entire family. And with that, I walked away. The weeks that followed were the hardest of my life. Divorce papers. Family arguments. Sleepless nights. My parents were devastated. Lily moved to another city. Daniel tried to apologize dozens of times. But some betrayals can't be forgiven. Trust, once shattered, never returns the same. It's been 3 years since that day. And strangely, my life is better now. I started therapy. I rebuilt my confidence. I learned something important. Sometimes the people you trust the most will hurt you the deepest. But that pain can also set you free. Last week, I heard Daniel and Lily are no longer speaking. Apparently, their relationship didn't survive the chaos they created. Funny how that works. But by then, it didn't matter anymore. Because the best revenge isn't anger. It's moving on. And finally realizing you deserved better all along.